today I'm going to be doing my ARC shelf tour. If you do not know what ARC means Advanced Reader's Copies. These are books that publishers send reviewers like myself to read before the book comes out. So I'm just going to answer the question a lot of you guys are going to be asking me in the comments below if I do not answer it now. So you guys are going to be asking me, how do you get ARCs? Well, here's how you get ARCs. I cannot promise you that this will work for everybody since I got actually contacted by all the publishers I get ARCs from, but I've heard from other friends that are reviewers that they get ARCs this way. If you want to get an ARC, an advanced reader's copy of a book, you usually have to have, well, always have to have a book blog or a booktube. This is because they don't send out ARCs to just anybody unless they're doing a giveaway. So if you want to get an ARC, go contact the publisher that supplies the ARC that you want. Tell them that you have a blog and you would like to receive an ARC. Be very kind, be very nice. They may not send you an ARC, but you'll at least be on their radar now that you've emailed them. But like myself, I was contacted by all the publishers that I receive ARCs from, so I do not know the exact way that other people can get ARCs, but I believe that's the correct way. If you are a booktuber or a book blogger and the publisher does contact you, say yes, because ARCs are amazing and they're free and you get to review awesome books before they hit the shelves. Okay, so with that said, let's move on with my ARC shelf. So as you can see, this is a shelf that is not in my room. That's actually in my mom's old office. I filled it all up with my ARCs and it actually fits perfectly, so I was really happy about that. So for this ARC shelf tour, I'm going to be doing what I did with my other bookshelf tour and just be pulling out the books for you guys and showing you guys who wrote the book, what the book is, and then I'm going to be putting it away. I'm not going to be giving the summary of the books because that'll take way too long and there's about 100 ARCs on the shelf for me to get through. Some of these books are already out in stores already because they've been on my shelf for a while now, or some of the books are yet to come out. So with that said, let's get started. Also, I apologize in advance if I pronounce any of these authors' last names or first names wrong. I'm not good at pronunciation. We all know this by now, but I'll try my hardest. Also guys, just so you know this bookshelf is not organized whatsoever. All the dates that these come out are not organized, so you may have a book that came out 5 months ago or a book that has yet to come out in 3 months next to each other because I have not organized this by publisher, author, or date. So yeah, just so you know that. So the first ARC I have for you guys is Solitaire by Alice Osman. Reckless Hearts by Sean Olin. No Parking at the End Times by Brian Bliss. Get Dirty by Gretchen McNeil. Every Last Promise by Kristen Halbrook. Dreamlands by Robert L. Anderson. Hollow Girl by Sean Williams. Twisted Fate by Nora Olson. Promises I Made by Michelle Zink. I Was Here by Gail Foreman. Conspiracy of Blood and Smoke by Anne Blankman. Lies I've Told by Michelle Zink. Better Than Perfect by Melissa Cantor. Alive by Scott Sigler. Flawed by Emily Ann Regal. 99 Days by Katie Cotugno. Cotugno? Catugno? It might be Italian. 99 Days by Katie Catugno. Wrong About the Guy by Claire Lazebnik. Underneath Everything by Marcy Beller Paul. One by Sarah Crossan. A Sense of the Infinite by Hilary T. Smith. How to Win at High School by Owen Matthews. You don't win at high school, you just get done with it and leave. Deathfall by Anna Carey. Sherlock Holmes in A Study in Scarlet by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Light of Day by Alison Van Dypen. Things We Know by Jessie Kirby. Sorceress by Claudia Gray. Willow Grove by Kathleen Peacock. Forage by Aaron Bowman. The Prey by Tom Isbell. Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo. Fans of the Impossible Life by Kate Selsa. Future Perfect by Jen Larson. The Cemetery Boys by Heather Brewer. The Good Girls by Sarah Shepard. Shades of Dune by Carrie Corp and Lori Langdon. The Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall. None of the Above by I.W. Gregorio. Ice Like Fire by Sarah Rosh. Infinite in Between by Carolyn Mackler. Endangered by Lamar Giles. Pretty Wanted by Elisa Ludwig. The Pretty App by Katie Sis. Illusionarium by Heather Dixon. Another Day by David Levithan. Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. So awkwardly sized and ew. What? There's dog pee on this! How? Taking Aim by Michael Cart. The Unquiet by Michaela Everett. The Isle of the Lost by Melissa De La Cruz. Made You Up by Francesca Zappia. Finding Paris by Joy Preble. Quake by Patrick Carmen. The Improbable Theory of Anna and Zach by Brian Ketcher. More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. Tiny Pretty Things by Sonia Charporta and Dionel Clayton. I totally bombed their names, I apologize. The Distance Between Lost and Found by Catherine Holmes. Encore to an Empty Room by Kevin Emerson. Emerson College. See you soon. They're all ready. This is pre-filmed. Vanished by E.E. Cooper. I have The Arc of A Court in Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, and this book is amazing, guys. Go buy it. Go read it. Go enjoy it. Go love it. Don't Fail Me Now by Una LaMarche. The Memory Key by Liana Liu. Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. All That Burns by Ryan Grodin. City Love by Suzanne Colasanti. Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Alberti. Little Peach by Peggy Kern. Super Symmetry by David Walton. Trouble from the Start by Rachel Hawthorne. Velvet Undercover by Terry Brown. Dust to Dust by Melissa Walker. Eternity's Wheel by Neil Gaiman, Michael Reeves, and Mallory Reeves. Dumplin' by Julie Murphy. What We Saw by Aaron Hartzer. The Balance Keepers by Lindsay Cummings. My Heart and Other Black Holes by Jasmine Warga. If I Should Die by Amy Plum. The Aftermath by Jen Alexander. Goddess by Josephine Angeli. The White Rose by Amy Ewing. Geek Girl by Holly Smale. Making Pretty by Corey Ann Harvey. Under the Spotlight by Angie Stanton. Anne Marie wants to say hi. Hi. She's helping me pronounce authors' names.
It's really hard sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna go back to writing essays.
The Last Time We Say Goodbye by Cynthia Hand. The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings. Newt's Emerald by Garth Nix. Juba, a novel by Walter Dean. Extraordinary Means by Robin Schneider. Otherworld by Claudia Gable and Cheryl Clam. The Revenge Playbook by Rachel Allen. Crash by Eve Silver. Between the Notes by Sharon Huss Wrote. The Night We Said Yes by Lauren Gabaldi. To Hold the Bridge by Garth Nix. Between Us and the Moon by Rebecca Maisel. The Leveler by Julia Durango. Until the Beginning by Amy Plum. Challenger Deep by Neil Shusterman. The Cage by Megan Shepard. Don't Ever Change by M. Beth Bloom. Geek Girl Model Misfit by Holly Schmale. The Cost of All Things by Maggie Lehrman. Truist by Jackie Lee Sommers. Cut Both Ways by Carrie Mizerobian. Mirrored by Alex Flynn. Sweet Temptation by Wendy Higgins. The Tattooed Heart by Michael Grant. Fairy in Pieces by Megan Fraser. But it's spelled with Z, not an S, so it doesn't count.
Come on.
Sound by Alexandra Duncan. This Monstrous Thing, Alive, Dead, Alive Again, by Mackenzie Lee. Paperweight by Meg Haston. The Lies About Truth by Courtney C. Stevens. 10,000 Skies Above You by Claudia Gray. Da Vinci's Tiger by Lauren Malone Elliott. Catacomb by Madeline Rocks. Liars Incorporated by Paula Stoke. Polaris by Mindy Arnett. A Wicked Thing by Rhiannon Thomas. Also, I just want to end this video just by saying thank you to all the publishers who have sent me these books over the past few years. It truly means a lot to me that you guys would think of me when you're sending out these books. All the publishers that have sent me books will be listed down below, so if you want to check out any of their books that they publish, please do. They're all fantastic because books are fantastic. So that's all for my ARC shelf tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know any highly anticipated books that you are waiting for down below. I would love to know. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!